Ladies and gentlemen, I have looked at well over hundreds of Google ads, and I've seen the exact ads that work and the exact ads that don't. So today I'm going to save you hours and hours and hours of time by showing you some of the best Google ads I've personally ever laid eyes on. Now, my name is George. I run a Google ads agency for Shopify brands called the Paid Search Company. We spend well over $500,000 per month on the platform, and yeah, I'm going to jump in and break down the exact ads that are working. And if you want a swipe file full of these Google ads, you can get it for free with the second link, I believe, in the description. So let's jump in. Now, as you can see here, we have 6 examples from extremely well-known brands. I believe all of these brands are doing well over 7 figures here, and some of them are doing much more than that, like Dollar Shave Club is almost definitely doing, I think, like 9 figures or something ridiculous. So from top to bottom, left to right, let's jump in and have a look at Blissy. So this is a sleek brand, an awesome brand that has a very kind of luxurious feel to it. As you can see here, we've got a mix of shopping ads, search ads, display ads, and so I'm going to break down each type of ad for you right here today. So what have we got here? Now, the thing that Blissy does extremely well is obviously they have amazing creative. When you're at this level, you can have fantastic creative, but you don't need amazing product images to make a ton of money on shopping. Believe me, I've seen some ugly images, and I mean, not saying that this is ugly by any means, and Bazoo's an awesome brand that we have personally worked with, but there's nothing particularly special about this product image, whereas I know for a fact that they do fantastically well on the shopping network. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. The only important thing that I would say is to have the brand continuity. And what do I mean by that? I mean, having the branding in the image is extremely useful because it kind of just has that, it kind of reinforces the title. You know, you have the brand name down here, you have the brand in the title, you have the brand in the image. It just kind of creates that continuity and adds a level of professionalism. But anyway, the most important stuff really, in my view, is the title, the reviews, and the composition of the keywords in the title. So, for example, when it comes to a well-known brand like Blissy, having the brand name as the first thing in the title makes a lot of sense. Because people are familiar with the brand and they are going to typically choose this brand, even though it may be more expensive, over other cheaper alternatives because it has such an awesome reputation. So here it makes a lot of sense to lead with the brand name. They then have a fantastic product title, which is obviously just the Silk Sleep Mask. Why do I say it's fantastic? Because these are extremely high search volume keywords, and there's extremely high chance that there's going to be a high ad relevance. And what do I mean by that? I mean that the product title is going to match the search query, right? So there's a lot of people searching silk sleep masks, right? And so when they do that, and then the obviously the product title matches that means the ad relevance is going to increase, which improves the ad rank, which improves the quality score, yada, yada, yada. And there's just this kind of like flywheel effect, which allows these ads to show up first before other competitors. And ad rank is probably one of the biggest determining factors of success. And it doesn't always necessarily depend on your budget, right? Budget is one variable, but the other variable is having high ad relevance, which obviously I'm guessing this ad probably does have. So you also have the other part of the title, which is kind of cropped out here, but it basically says 100% mulberry silk, which is another kind of slightly more niche, but also high search intent, also high search volume query. And it also kind of just handles an objection right then and there. Like, it's 100% silk, it's not fake, you're actually getting your money's worth, and it goes ahead and actually kind of justifies the higher price that this brand sells at. And then also you're going to they obviously clearly have their ratings and reviews here, which is going to increase CTR. But the one mistake that Blissy makes is that they are using Google as their CSS provider, right? And I'm really not going to get too much into this in this video, but if you're selling in the EU, then you are losing probably about 20% on your shopping ads by using Google as your CSS. Now, your CSS stands for comparison shopping service, and basically you use Google by default, but you can switch to a bunch of others. Our favorite is Product Hero, no affiliation by the way, and you can go ahead and use them as your CSS. And you can save up to 20% on your shopping ads in the EU. Again, there was a huge lawsuit about this. It's very boring. Anyway, let's move on. So Verb, right? Awesome brand. They sell these kind of energy bars, which give you their USP is that you get as much caffeine as one espresso in one of their bars. Pretty cool. And you can see that they are flaunting this major benefit in their headline, right? When it comes to search ads, you need to have an impactful benefit. Don't focus on features, focus on outcomes, right? People aren't buying a bed because it has, you know, an XYZ mattress, or they're buying it to have a better sleep. And so if you can sell that to them, then that's going to massively improve your CTR. And you can split test this, right? Split test having an ad that focuses on a feature against focusing on a benefit, okay? And see that I am right, I promise. Anyway, so that's that. Then, you know, the headline kind of, I think really the headline sells the engagement, and I think it's actually really the description that oftentimes sells the click, right? You see the headline, you stop, you read a bit more, and then the description kind of sells you into actually clicking. And really, this is the entire purpose of a shopping ad, of a search ad. It is to get the click, right? You're not even trying to sell the product at this point. You're just trying to get a click. If you look at people like, you know, software companies like ClickUp, like Asana, these guys are ferociously bidding on their brand names, on each other's brand names, right? Spending thousands of dollars a day trying to outrank their competitors because the software game, especially in the project management space, is so competitive. And all they're trying to do is get a click. If you read the ads, it will kind of be like, you know, best Monday.com alternative, you know, Monday.com sucks. That would be ClickUp's example. And, you know, it's not even selling ClickUp. It's just trying to sell the click. Pardon the pun, but yeah, so that's the idea here. And then obviously we have the description, and you know, the description's great because it has a bunch of different options. Obviously that's again a huge objection of any consumable. What flavors do you have? Obviously they've got a bunch of different stuff. They also handle another objection in the description, which is really where you should be handling objections, right? Because people are like, oh, energy bars, well, I don't know, am I gonna like the flavors? Is it natural? Boom, boom, boom. When they read the description, all of those objections are handled, right? So they do a great job of that. And then they also have site links, right? So you have ad extensions underneath your ads. With search ads, the best ad extension, in my opinion, is site links. But you also have promotion extensions, product extensions, pricing extensions, all of those things that. And you want to add as many of these as possible because it's going to increase your real estate on the search engine's results page. You know, this is like twice the size of a lot of other search ads that you see. For example, this one by Dollar Shave Club, because of these ad extensions. And site links are just going to increase CTR very simply. There's more links to click, which means that you're going to get more clicks. And site links are just obviously additional links that are going to take you to specific other pages. So you can go straight to energy and protein bars, you can go straight to the mega pack, you can go straight to the reviews, which again is also adding social proof. Great way to do this, by the way. I don't think there are specific review extensions with search ads, but what you can do is just add in a site link, which is like, check out our reviews. And then they also have a new flavor, which is appealing to novelty bias. Anything that's new, humans tend to quite like. So I imagine that link does pretty well there. Moving on to Ovi, this is a display ad or a discovery ad. And this is obviously an image ad, right? So this is going to be served on display, discovery, potentially even on YouTube in the feed. And this is amazing because, first of all, it's such a cool brand. These guys do, I think, they've done over 40 million since launch, and you know, they've got a fantastic creative, really scroll-stopping color. You can see the pink is really just stands out. They have very, very colorful impact text. I mean, this is something that you could put together in Canva. This is really not a complicated ad, and you know, you can make this yourself in 5 minutes. And so, you know, you've got colorful impact text, you've got loads of social proof, just a little circle there. You've got some great UGC images, which just do a lot to build trust. Like, if you imagine if this was just all white and you didn't have the UGC images, it would still look good, but there's just something quite personal about having those people there, holding the product, looking happy. The ad copy itself goes ahead and handles objections, so it's obviously simple and effective. You know, they have a lot of natural ingredients in there as well. And then as well, they have more high search volume keywords in the copy, which again is going to increase ad rank, right? It's a fat burner, it's got collagen in it. You know, these are all things that people are searching for. Moving on to Bazoo, a client of mine. These guys, or a previous client of mine, sorry, these guys are fantastic. And they have a really unique angle here where they're not even putting their brand name in the title. They are putting their competitor in the title. And so this is a very unique strategy, probably not recommended, quite honestly, but these guys have such fierce competition that they actually want to rank their shopping ads based on their competitors. So Bamboo is another competitor to these guys. These guys do like eco-friendly toilet roll. And so, yeah, that's basically it. And so they're just essentially, again, appealing to that ad relevance where the search term is for bamboo, but they actually end up clicking on Bazoo and buying from these guys, right? So yeah, just optimizing for ad rank. And then again, they have obviously ratings and reviews, CTR, and a very nice natural background image. You often see a lot of these images with just the white background, but actually the natural background typically performs the best. Cool. Next we have Dollar Shave Club. This is a really simple one, just a very short, simple headline. I mean, you can see how short this is. It's probably like under, what, like 20 characters, 25 characters. Yeah, just an amazing ad, to be honest with you. An epic shave, only $3. This is really does a very good job of presenting an offer, right? $3 shave, like there's very little to object to that. But the funny thing is, they get you hooked on the $3 offer, but you probably leave with an order value of well over $30, right? Like I guarantee that AOV is sitting well over $30. So it's just kind of like that's kind of how you do offers in ecom, right? You kind of lowball with a small offer, a low offer, and then through upsells, through cross sells, through all of these things, you end up, the customer ends up leaving the site with like $30, $40 in order value. And then obviously they have this, great description. These guys spend thousands of dollars a month on copy, so it's very hard to compete with. But yeah, very humorous description, which is nice. And then finally, we have Drink Brez here. I know these guys, they're fantastic. And this is an awesome image ad, okay? Again, you're going to run this on display, on Discovery. There's a very bold headline, a very nice product image. Again, these guys spend a lot of money on creative, so that's tricky, but they do have fantastic branding continuity that's going to match the copy and the brand name under the ad. And then they have these fantastic benefits in the image. Again, we're trying to sell benefits over features. And then you can see those very clearly there, boom, boom, boom. And then they actually have a CTA on the image ad, right? Which is something that you don't see quite a lot, but I think it probably massively improves click-through rate, right? Like you can't actually click this. This is just a shape on the image, but it probably does a lot to boost CTR. Probably something pretty interesting to test. But anyway, those are 6 of my favorite Google ads. Again, like there's so much to learn from here. This stuff actually matters. I know a lot of people, including myself, just kind of talk about the media buying and the strategy, but an ad as good as this compared to an average ad, I mean, that's probably going to be a difference in like 10% of CTR, right? An additional 10% of click-through rate is going to generate an additional amount of conversions, an additional amount of revenue, and all this stuff kind of adds up over time. So do not underestimate the power of ad copy and creative within Google Ads. Now, again, if you want to get a swipe file full of these ads, click the link in the description. And if you want to book a one-to-one Shopify Google Ads demo call with myself where I walk you through our end-to-end Google Ads strategy that has allowed us to produce well over $50 million in sales for our ecom clients, then book a no pressure demo call with me below and I'll walk you through it all. Thank you. See you in the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.